Hi everybody, so today we're going to be replacing a shower door on one of these built-in shower cubicles. It's about 4 square feet, and this is just a cheap door that came with the builders, and it's getting corroded and kind of nasty looking, so we're going to be replacing that today. So before we get started, the first thing you need to do is order a new door, and the way you need to do that, you need to measure the finished opening at the bottom and at the top of your shower. If the builder did their job right originally, that should be the same measurement, but in our case it is significantly different. We wanted to put an upgraded shower door in, but because of the amount of adjustment we're going to have to do to get this thing squared back up, basically we had to go with the same door. But anyways, so we'll be replacing this one. This one's scratched up and beat up pretty good, and like I said, the aluminum and all the other trim pieces are oxidized and look pretty nasty at this point. So anyways, let's get started. So first things first, we have to go and take this apart and get it out of here. See as well, the latch on this was pretty nasty. It was rusted out, and had glued on some magnets to keep the door closed. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but so all this finish is kind of wearing off, and that's just from years of cleaners and scrubbing things down, I guess. Freshen this up, should look good. These things are pretty basic, so it doesn't take much to take them apart. The real challenge is going to be fitting the new one because of the, like I mentioned before, the shower's so square that it's going to make things a little challenging, but we'll get it. Okay, now these trim pieces actually were glued on to the shower with the with silicone, so gonna have to get that off before we keep going. But just one more piece to take out, all this junk outside, and then we'll be ready to start cleaning that silicone up and getting measurements for the new shower door to fit in here. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys, here is the residual silicone from the old shower door in the walls still. And on the floor here, see, we've got this all cleaned up. All the silicone is down. I used some goof off to get that completely gone. We still got to do the walls here, but it's a lot of work to get that silicone off and get a nice job. But we do need to put this plate down and glue it down as per the instructions with some silicone. So I just wanted to get that base plate on there. I just wanted to get the base plate glued on tonight so it has a chance to dry tonight. Tomorrow we can get the rest of the silicone off and finish off the rest of the door. This is literally just to glue it down. We'll silicone the outside edges after, but now I'll just get this all put on here. To hold her down. Those to that. And the directions say to tape this down as well, so I guess we'll follow the directions and do that. Just regular painter's masking tape, as it says to use in the directions. So that one's secured. Make sure this is exactly how we want it. And you'll come to find that when you're working with these shower surrounds, they're not exactly perfect, so slight manufacturing warps in the material, so you just put it up as accurate as you can. Alright, base plate's on. We'll come back and work on this a bit tomorrow. Alright, the next thing we're going to do now is we've got the new piece that'll be the edge of the back of the door. This is going to go in here like so. And so we're going to put the level on this, mark out the holes, pre-drill them for the screws, and then secure that. The important thing to note on that is you got a channel in here. You do not fill this channel up full of silicone and seal it to the wall. You only put the silicone around the outside. The directions say this, but the previous one I took off was done the same way. Wasn't wet in behind. So for whatever reason, you just don't glue it to the wall, probably because if you do need to change it out, you'll never get it off. All of these holes I believe will be right behind the existing channel, and I've filled those with silicone just so they would be sealed. And I think though if you had a different channel and they weren't going to seal, you can actually buy a repair kit for these shower surrounds, put it in, sand it out, and you won't even notice that those holes are there. But since it's going to go behind our door channel, I just sealed those with silicone, and I will put the new one over top of it. So I got this first screw secured now, so I'll just go ahead, finish pre-drilling all the holes, get the rest of the screws in. It's nice and level, and then we'll get on to the next piece, which surprisingly is putting the door on. Okay, the next step is to put the weather stripping on the bottom of the door. Okay, so the next step now, we've got the sill plate in, we've got our corner piece on. The next step is to put the door in itself, and so we're just going to go ahead and do that. It's a little bit, I've never put a shower door together like this before, but that's what the directions say, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, there you go. It's a little hokey. It's just this plastic clip holding the pin in. But it looks like it'll close alright. I'll have to do some adjustments. Like I said, this shower is out of square by a fair bit, so you can see the wall tilting back. I got a fairly good sized gap on this side. It's pretty visible now that I got the door in, but according to the directions, it's supposed to be workable, so see what happens. Okay, on this side it says to leave a 7/16 gap from this inside edge. So just under 1/2 inch. So basically this will go in like so. It says to level this out and put a mark up. I'm just going to eyeball the level for now, and then I'm going to go ahead and just mark the bottom hole, so I just get at least one anchor point in here. On this side of the jamb, see we got these screw holes, and this guy down here I didn't put any silicone in because that one is actually going to be exposed. These two here, I put some silicone in those holes to seal them up. Because that trim piece will cover that, and I am going to have to get a tub surround repair kit. Here's a bit of damage here my wife did, stripping the old silicone off, and then we just need to fill that hole as well. So we'll go ahead and put this piece in, and I just wanted to show you guys too how poor the original squareness of the shower is. So you see here, I'm not sure if you can really see this very well in the video, but it is significantly narrower down there. It's almost an inch out top to bottom of this, so we're gonna have to, according to the directions, this jamb should have enough reach to fix that. The old shower door was maxed out to close properly. I think this one will be the same, but well, we'll see how it goes. We'll just put this next jamb in here and see how we can get things aligned. Okay, so I got the jamb piece on. I just wanted to show you guys a couple things. So down here, you can see how tight that fits. And all the way up here, you can see the size of the gap up there. Just shows you how out of level these walls are. I don't know how they even got the previous door with enough adjustment to get that to fit squarely, but we're going to try it here. And this was the only door I could find that based on the specs had enough adjustment to actually be able to adjust it enough to make that gap look square. So let's go finish putting this on and try her out. Also wanted to show you guys one more thing. When you're putting this plate on the jamb side, there'll be these little screw holes on this side here, and the directions don't say if that should go in or out, but you want to put those on the inside of the shower. The adjustable piece gets screwed on, and you always have it on the inside of the shower. Might be counterintuitive, but then at least the outside of your shower has this nice clean finished edge on it. So anyways, let's go get that piece put in. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys the adjustment screws up here. And you turn the screw and it pulls the door in or out. So when you adjust the door, the part that actually looks unlevel is actually inside the shower. So down there you can see it's quite tight. Up here it's quite extended. It's a massive adjustment. I couldn't believe it, but come out here and check this out. We actually were able to get that gap consistent all the way down to the bottom here. It's hard to tell on the video, but based off with the tape measurements, it's actually an even gap all the way to top to bottom. So that's good news. Hopefully with this final jamb piece in, it should go together well. Alright, we have the finished product here. I was able to get the last bit of the door in. The one thing I don't really like on this is these hinges are just plastic. I don't know how long they'll last, hopefully a long time, because I don't want to do this again. The other thing I don't like either is the door magnetic strip. They don't really end at the same point at the top, and even if this was square, it still wouldn't. As you can see, I was able to make a lot of adjustment on this door to get this thing squared out. The lines where the door closed are nice and straight. If we were to put a level across the top of this thing, I guarantee it won't be level at the top, but because the top of where the door is and the shower enclosure is about an inch different than the bottom, it's best we could do. So overall, not too bad. Freshens it up a bit, and see you guys in the next video.